Hey, how you doing? It's your boy Zama back with another video. Today we are going to be going over the best cameos to support Johnny Cage. As you guys know, Johnny Cage is one of the best characters in Mortal Kombat 1 due to his, overall damage, pressure, frame data, special moves. Like, he's just very good. And what makes him one of the best is, of course, the cameo system. And today I'm going to be covering the two main cameos that I suggest using. And that will basically cover every matchup for Johnny Cage, regardless of what matchup it is. Alright, the first game we're going to be talking about is Cyrax. Now, Cyrax, as many of you all know, is most likely looked at as his best cameo. Cyrax is... he just complements Johnny in a very good way when it comes to a lot of Johnny's toolkits. So, obviously, you guys know Johnny is a rushdown character. The point of Johnny is to get in your face, pressure you, don't let you leave. As if you play Johnny or if you've played against Johnny players, you know what his game plan is and you know how good it could be. But Cyrax is what makes his game plan very strong. So basically, with Johnny, you don't want to keep them off you. So if you look at Cyrax's moves as a cameo in general, as you guys know, he has this helicopter move that goes up. He has a horizontal one that hits as a block string. He has net. He has this move, but this isn't really used a lot, so I'm not going to talk about that one too much. But yeah, most of the moves you're using this one, you're using this, or you're using this. Now these are the ways Johnny can use all this. The first thing is block strings. When it comes to block strings, as I listened to my Johnny guide, at the time I did say some more cameos might be better, and it's been about a month since my Johnny guide, so right now I do believe the two best cameos are Cyrax and Kung Lao for Johnny Cage, and I will be covering Kung Lao. But what Cyrax allows you to do is do the same block strings you had with Kano, except the block strings are way better. So, for example, Kano, you have to call Kano Ball, which has some wind-up time. With Cyrax, you're able to do this, which is the same block string, and it builds you a lot of bar. Like if I put the bar on normal, super meter, default, spend the bar. Look how much bar I build in one block string. And then you just repeat it again. And I just built the whole bar. And as you guys know, even if I put the cameo bar on normal, Cyrax refills pretty quickly. Now, why this is so strong is because it gives Johnny the pressure he had with Kano, but in a way better fashion, because of how much chip this does in general, and how much bar it builds. So, like I said, this by itself, super meter, default, this by itself will build you almost like 30% of a bar. And when you mix that in with a block string, one block string builds you a half a bar basically. So his pressure is literally like as great as Kano and even better. So obviously aside from that, you can also do stuff like that one special, and this is jail. Keep in mind, after every time you do Cyrax, you are plus. Like you can time it right to where everything jails. So that would gel right there, and I am plus enough to do that. But obviously if they match, I could do G4 or 3. So this basically just makes his pressure, like, you could just a lot of stuff. And there are some people who will, armor through this gap to where, and then the thing is that you can actually do, which is hard to do with Kano, is you can do shadow kick instead of rising star in your block strength. You can do, and this jails fully, and it's plus. Like that is plus on block. So he gets the block pressure he got from Kano, but even better. Now another huge thing is combo potential, as you guys know. So Kano allows Johnny to combo EX and up punch. Cyrax luckily does the same. So if I hit you with this, and I call Cyrax, I get a full combo, just like I do with Kano. And it's actually a bit easier with Cyrax, because you can call him late, because his cameo startup is faster than Kano knives. You do this, call Cyrax, and you'll get your combo. You're into, of course. And the main thing about Cyrax, other than this is mainly used for chip and keeping yourself safe, you know, block pressure. The horizontal one, the vertical one, this is for combo damage. So for example, I will show you guys a corner combo with Johnny Cage. So this is his main 1 bar BMB. You have 421, right? Now, with Cyrax Cameo, 1 bar, same combo. When you end a nut punch, you call Cyrax Cameo, and just look at the difference. Your 1 bar combo that did 420 now does 500. So not only does this give him way more damage, it's not only that combo. Any touch you get with Johnny, you can do the same exact link. And with nut punch, you don't even have to, you know, even if you do mirrorless, you can end a nut punch and get the same combo every time. 44 meterless. This allows him to get so much combo damage that he doesn't have access to with Kano. On top of that, you get the block pressure. And one thing you guys do see me do is use this grab combo. So with Cyrax Cameo, a special thing that he gives you, and this is for all characters obviously, special thing that Cyrax gives you when you spin the bar, when you grab and you press R2, you meter burn. If you have 2 bars, you can spend 2 bars to launch off your throw. So since Johnny is such a strong character when he's pressuring you, and his main game plan is to strike throw, which is, you know, either hit you with a mid or a button or grab you. Whenever he does grab you, or he's able to grab you and you don't tech or react, he is able to do this if he has 2 bars, which leads to a full combo. And keep in mind, he can still do this, as I said, so he can get pretty good damage off his combos. So what Cyrax gives you is he gives you block pressure, he gives you the nut punch combos for hype, gives you hype combos in general, gives you ridiculous damage off of nut punch into Cyrax. Now let's talk about the net. The net, obviously you can use it in neutral. This is a decent counter zoning tool, so if someone's trying to zone you, if Raiden's doing like, and I call this is so plus, like I can charge this up twice and still get a combo. So net is a good usage. Net is a good tool for counter zoning and just capturing someone who's pressing buttons or, you know, in the middle of an animation. But what net gives you is, I'm sure you guys have seen the hype combo where you can build up hype twice. Now this is situational, but you're actually able to do this, which is kind of what's crazy about Johnny with Cyrax. So if I have full hype and I go for the meterless combo, I'm able to end my combo with net and build up another hype, for example. And now you have hype again. You guys don't see the star, but if I take the star off, if I take this off, I have hype again. And I can do it again. This isn't a one-time thing. So as you see, this is very strong. And like I said, with Cyrax, he does give you extra combos. This is very powerful. And this is why Cyrax Cameo is so good for Johnny. Because not only does it give him the ability to combo into hype and then do it again because of net restand, he has block pressure, which is one of his, you know, best things about him because of how polarizing his framed out is. He has ridiculous damage when it comes to calling Cyrax. Now those combos that I mentioned, the, you know, calling this after nut punch, it does work sometimes mid-screen, but you technically want to do it in a corner. And it just complements Johnny very well. What Johnny wants is a cameo. He wants something that lets him combo into hype, plus something that lets him pressure you. And when you add like this, you know, this block sequence, which is overwhelming pressure, and then anytime you have 2 bars, you can do this for a grab combo, plus the damage, plus the hype combos. Cyrax is just a very good cameo for Johnny. A very good cameo. Now, the next cameo we're going to be moving on is Kung Lao. Alright, so, Kung Lao cameo functions a bit different from Cyrax. But, just like Cyrax, it gives Johnny a very... It gives him similar characteristics, but in different ways. So, Johnny struggles with some matchups in this game. I would say his main matchups that he struggles with, I'm not sure yet, but he does struggle with some characters like Astra. Rain could be a tough one. Even Raiden, but I'm not sure about that yet. Any matchups that can keep Johnny out easily, or make it tough for him to get in, or just play in neutral in general, those matchups are where Kung Lao comes in. So Cyrax does give you block pressure, he gives you grab combos, damage, he gives you all that. But like I said, the net is a good counter zoning tool, but Cyrax doesn't give you anything to get in. Now, opposed to Kano, when Kano was the best cameo for Johnny, remember, you had Kano Ball to get in, you had Kano Knives to get in. Cyrax doesn't give you any of that. He only gives you net, which is okay, as a counter zone tool. And this is where Kung Lao comes in. Kung Lao gives you low hat. Now you guys know, as you can see on the bar, top left, Kung Lao cameo comes back so quickly. Like, you guys have probably faced a Kung Lao. Kung Lao low hat is very fast. And as you guys know, you guys have seen the mix-ups, you can hold this, do a jump, and it's an overhead low mix-up, which is very cheap, that basically every character can do. But really, why this cameo is so good is very simple. It's literally because of the low hat. Like, the spin is good, like, if you want to get, you know, meterless damage. The teleport is good for one combo string, but you don't really use the teleport a lot. Mainly what you're using this cameo for is low hat. And you guys are maybe asking, well, if you're using the cameo for one move, why is that, like, that good? Because the way low hat is designed in this game and how fast its cooldown is, look at this. I just shot 3 low hats in like 5 seconds. 4 low hats in a matter of 10 seconds. 5 low. You see how fast this recharge rate is? So, not only does this help Johnny get in, just like Kano Ball, just like other cameos, you can use this to make Shadow Kick safe. You can use this to get in. You know, you put this down, get in. Like, this helps you get in matchups, and it also actually helps you counter zone. So when Kung Lao hat is so good that you can counter zone with Johnny, which is crazy. You can kind of make Johnny a zoner. So as you guys know, EX Shadow Kick is so powerful. So when you see someone do this, you do this. You know, you just react, and then you go back to zoning. If they do it again, Shadow Kick, low hat, Shadow Kick. You know what I mean? Low hat. If I want to get in, I do this. Like, you see how powerful, like, the neutral control with Johnny and Kung Lao cameo is so powerful, and that's why this cameo helps you get in those matchups where you might struggle with range as opposed to Cyrax. And I do believe this cameo is as good as Cyrax. Cyrax is very good, but this cameo is equal to how good Cyrax is in terms of what it gives for Johnny. And I might even, I'm not sure yet, I haven't experimented with enough, but the more I play with it, I might even maybe say it might be his best cameo, even with how good Cyrax is, because not only does it give you neutral control and pressure, this is +2. So his main mid, as you guys know, when you do this mid, you do have to use Cyrax to keep it safe, keep yourself plus. Well, Kung Lao, you can do the same thing. You can do this. Now this is +2. You can do that's +2. You can do that's +2, and this also has a mix-up on it. You can do 2-1 low hat, and you're +2, and you have 9 for your mid to jail this too. So at worst, if they mistime their down one, you're trading. So you get +2 pressure, you get crazy neutral control, and they could armor through this. I will say that, as opposed to Cyrax. But like with how good this is in neutral, like getting in on characters that you may struggle against, like this really helps. Like I'm telling you right now, low hat right now, and it allows you to counter them. Like I think I played Foxy in ranked 2 days ago. He was playing Lee Mei, which is a zoner, with Lao SS2, and I was contesting his zoning with Johnny low hat, because Kung Lao low hat is universal. Obviously, it's a cameo, and with how good low hat is right now, I was able to be on the same level playing field with zoning as like Li Mei, which has a good projectile. And the reason is that is, other than low hat, I can react to projectiles with shadow kick. So I have an armor move to react to projectiles, in addition with a low projectile myself. And obviously I can use this to get in too. I can do this, get in, like, it's even combos if you time it right. Like, I'm telling you, low hat, Kung Lao is very good. Cyrax and Kung Lao are easily his best cameos. Now, the one thing you will sacrifice with this is hype, but you're not really going to activate hype unless you're in the corner. And in the corner, you don't even use Cyrax to activate hype. Like I said, you can do EX no punch in the hype, like, you know, just like Kano route. But there are routes now, and I will be potentially making a Johnny updated combo guide. Not updated combo guide, updated guide in general. Obviously showcasing the new combos. There are routes now to where you can just activate hype without a cameo. So if you hit this 2-1-2 string, you just do backdash. Well, you don't have to do backdash. I do backdash because it's easier timing. But you just do stand 4 and a hype into an up punch, and it'll connect. Now, obviously, what I will say is here, right? I can do Cyrax and continue to get 52, 54. That's what you lose with Kung Lao. That is what you lose with Kung Lao. But the trade-off is you get a mirrorless launcher, so if you don't want to spend bar, if you don't want to do Rising Star and spend your bar, you can do this, which is also a combo, you know, like he has a mirrorless launcher. You do something like this, opposed to, you know, low hat pressure, and he even has a cool little side switch combo with his forward 1-4 string. So you do this string, but you teleport on the first hit, so you hold R1, so you do hold R1, and you can side switch. So he also gets a side switch combo. But also side switching is possible with EX Rising Star. So regardless of which option you're doing, you're able to side switch. But yeah, that's basically what Kung Lao gives you. So you want to look at the cameos as Cyrax, great block pressure, crazy damage. Oh yeah, that's also what you lose out on the damage. But you're trading a damage for a crazy low hat and pressure, crazy neutral control, and matchups where you struggle to get in. Because Johnny's base toolkit is still very good. And when you mix that in with like low hat, so like for example, if I do 1-1, which is +3, jail into 4-3, which is 9, into this, I'm doing +3, jailing it in with a 9-frame mid, into +2. You know, like this is a crazy sequence if you really think about it. And this is also kind of a oh, I forgot to mention this. He also gets some mix-ups. So as you guys know, you can hold low hat, and his 4-3-4 is an overhead. So guess what? If you hold this and do this, this is the harder blockable. At any time I can release the low hat. So I can make overhead hit first and then low, or I can make low hit first and then overhead. And then obviously, you know, the jumping mix every character has. You can also do this with your 2-1 string like that. So you get some mix as well. And I'm telling you, like, this cameo is very powerful. So this is why Cyrax and Kung Lao are his best cameos. As I said in Johnny Guide when I made it, Kano wasn't the best at the time, but with the game being fleshed out more, we will find better cameos. And I want to make this video to update you guys on the best cameos for Johnny, because I know a lot of people ask me in my stream, which I will promote right here if you guys want to check out. I stream basically every day. But yeah, these are the best cameos for Johnny. I hope you guys, I hope this info helps you out and you understand where to use it. To sum it up, Cyrax, great for matchups where zoning and keep away isn't as big of an issue. So like, I'd say matchups like Johnny versus Johnny Baraka, like those you can use Cyrax in. But matchups where you need to get in or counter zoning to, so example like Raiko, I think, Astra, which is a tough one. Those matchups, low hat will help. Same with like against Liu Kang, his zoning can be pretty annoying. Low hat will help you in that matchup too. So that's like example. Like matchups where keep away is annoying, low hat is great. Or Kung Lao, well, I say low hat because that's basically what the cameo is. So matchups like that, Kung Lao is great. But matchups where you're able to get in with not as much difficulty, then I suggest going for Cyrax. But regardless, these two cameos make him very powerful because Johnny is already as a base character is very good. And when you match up these two cameos with him, how they are right now, he's a very strong character. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little quick video to inform you guys about the best cameos. As always, you know, we uploading every 3 days. I hope you all enjoying the content. I think we just hit 7,000 subscribers, which is crazy. I started this YouTube a month ago, and y'all are showing crazy amounts of love, and I'm seeing a lot of y'all stop by the Twitch as well, which I appreciate. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, and have a good day. Peace out, y'all.